What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It's White Boy Lockdown Radio. Y'all take a second, look below the video, hit the join members, subscribe if it's your first time here, definitely like it, man. I hate to ask that, comment, and share it, man. So yeah, man, this one right here, I hate to even tell this one. It's kind of more of an embarrassing story, but it is what it is. We keep it real over here on White Boy Lockdown Radio. So I mentioned in the last video, man, if you haven't watched it, about the part 2 of cleaning house and buck 50. You know, when gang members, when they get X'd out, okay, shout out to all the real gang members out there. Shout out to the real ones, okay? Shout out to the ones who represent what they are about and go in behind it. Shout out to the ones making moves. Shout out to the ones doing things the real way. Shout out to the ones that don't mess with punks. Shout out to the ones who are about their cause. With that out the way, man, when people come home in prison, okay, you know, I think the average person who gets sent to prison in Florida, you know, is around 23 to 25 years old, okay? Why would it take you 25 years to decide to join a gang, okay? People join gangs for all types of reasons, but the majority of it is for a number. It is set up to be kind of a protection thing, okay? Depends where you're at. In Florida, you know, in Florida, if you're white, you're going to be outnumbered in the penitentiary. It's just what it is, all right? It takes a certain breed, a dying breed, a white boy, to make it over here, okay? But the average ones, they're gonna join a gang the first thing that they do, okay? God forbid they go to a JIT camp, and then what they're doing is they're joining a gang and they have no idea what it is. You're talking about 16-year-old, 18, 19-year-old kids trying to have a structure of a gang. You have got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. All right? But this isn't about white people. This is about everyone in general. When you come home in prison, you know, let's just be real about it. It's for a protection thing. It is for, and it's all watered down. You know, nevertheless, you coming home. We're talking about getting X'd out. Because just as that, you know, 23 to 25-year-old kid is going to go to the chain gang, he's going to join a gang. Okay, that's just not the summary of it. You know, you don't just go to get sent to prison and join a gang and think that you're green lighted and you're good to go. No sirree Bob. You have to understand, man, you have to be living like that. You have to be on that. They're going to test you. You know, you're going to have a test of heart, and there's going to be a lot more things going behind it. Depending who's running that structure, depending who's the head, depending who's the shot caller, man, there's going to be so many missions for you. Crash missions, crash dummy missions. You know, sure, you're going to get a test of heart. That's just number one. That's just number one, to see where your heart's at, to see where your hands are at. After that, you're going to get on. They're going to put you on missions, going to crashing people in the chow hall, where there's all types of COs there. You're going to be, slide to this dorm and do this. Go put down on this. You know, you're going to be my enforcer. Go get this money. Go slide into this dorm where there's only 2 of us, but, 12 of them, and go put down. Come on, man. There's going to always be one dude signing up because he thinks that there's 50 people behind him. But nevertheless, when that person doesn't do them crash missions, when that person at some point down the line, from what I said and didn't say, he's going to fumble. Or when he gets too comfortable and he starts, messing with punks and stuff. When he gets X'd out, whether he gets buck 50 or not, but when he gets X'd out, that's when the real pressure comes. I can't tell you how many times I've seen it. The dude super stressed out, looking crazy, looking all the way crazy because he don't know which way to go, which move to make. He don't know what to do. He feels that pressure bust pipes. He feels it. It's like he don't know which way to do, and it always plays out the same. He's going to go to somebody who's not affiliated and try to break these politics down and ask for advice. because he knows at that point he got himself into something that he just isn't really about. And to check in is going to follow you. It's going to follow you. It doesn't matter what you do at this camp. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you mess with a boy. It doesn't matter if you dropped out and you try to join another gang, which happens a lot, and they apply pressure to you. At some point, they're gonna put pressure on him to check in, just to get him up out of there, so they look better. A big alternative is to join the gay gang. They have a gay gang in Florida. I'm not joking. They have a bunch of punks who are walking around. They're not really busting a grape. They're not putting down. Okay, they're just blowing each other and airing each other back in the back stalls and this and that. But it's always that little set right there, whatever the hell you want to call it. That is ex-gang members of all types. That is scary dudes who are so scared that they don't want to join the gang, that they're just like, okay, well, here's my butthole. You'll see the ex-gang members in this. All right? It is out of control. And I said this before on my channel, people watch movies, people watch the prison genre, this channel, any other channel, to kind of learn about it, because let's just be honest, where else are you going to hear this talk at, any other than YouTube? A big misconception is raping people in prison. There's no rape in prison. I have heard about it, but I'm 100% sure it was inmate.com that a few times at a few camps that I were at, there was people getting raped. But I don't even believe that, because there's so many willing homosexuals in prison that there's no rape. Okay? And this is probably somewhere other than Florida that I'm speaking of. I don't know, let me know in the comments. But you will have a gay prison gang. They label this as a gang, but the only time you see them doing any uproar, the only time you see them doing anything is when somebody snaps on one of the punks. Okay? Anybody watching this, if you have anybody in there, anybody who's been in there that knows what I'm about to say, when you get tried in prison, because it's going to happen, there's one good answer. No, man, I don't get down like that. Sternly, but tell him. Now, the first time that I was in, I had this Spanish dude, all right? He came at me all the way sideways, okay? I was super young, I snapped on him, okay? He was in this weird prison gang, snapped on him, So I went from, man, what the blah, 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 snapping on him. I wanted to crash him. I wanted to prove my point. I was like, what the hell? It was weird. This dude was all the way gay. It was like, wait, why are you trying me like this? And just like the dude that is xed out and about to check in and is going crazy, I made my point, but now I'm crazy because I had to see what the aspects of the situation was that I just did. Instead of being like, hey bro, I don't get down like that, don't try me like that again. I went all the way extra with it, aggressive. I wanted to just whoop this dude. So I had to go to my bros, man, my solid people. They're clowning on me. They're laughing. They had been through this themselves. They're like, bro, you handled that the wrong way, man. Them punks will fight, bro. For this situation right here, I went and told the dude. You know what I mean? And sure enough, that dude had a boyfriend and this and that. And what happened with this situation was the boyfriend got mad at the Spanish dude for trying to hit on me, so he whooped the Spanish dude. As it's playing out in front of me, I'm just like, damn, one weirdo, two weirdo, but there's a lot of weirdos. So now I snap on the one dude. In my head, I'm going crazy because now I think I have to line it up with them or something. Who the hell wants to get whooped? By Starlet. You don't want that. But just Starlet can bump. I told a story on Death's interview. You know, these punks they go fight, man. At the end of the day, they're men. At the end of the day, they're men. At the end of the day, they're men. Man, listen, it gets real in there, man. You just got to sternly say, man, I don't get down like that. Don't try me like that. But anything, all that other extra stuff, that's when the gang will do an uproar. That's when you will see them actually, you know, puff their chest or their breast, whatever they got. You know, you see what I'm saying? So, man, it gets weird. But there is a set of, you know, gay individuals, man, in Florida DOC, man, and you see a lot of ex-gang members in that set. It's weirdo stuff, man. It's weirdo stuff, man. Thank God for that situation. You know, I was able to talk to the dude, and his boyfriend, or whatever the heck you would call it, ended up straightening his girl, or whatever the heck you would call that. You know, but it could have went the other way on me. You see what I'm saying? Weirdo stuff, man. It's White Boy Lockdown Radio, man. Hit the bell, subscribe, like, comment, tell me how you feel about these weirdos in the comments. Until the next one, man, y'all stay out, stay south. Stay out. Stay out, stay safe, and stay solid. See what happens when I talk about these weirdos?